Hey everybody, it's Jeff with ID10T Garage, and we're back out here on the 1969 Mustang Sports Roof. In this episode, we're going to go ahead and start cleaning up our metal. We're going to weld in our patches and start cutting away the wheel well to make sure the patches for it fit. Then we're going to get everything separated out. We're going to grind down our panels, put our spot weld holes in them, and then just get it all prepped and ready for welding it all back together. So let's get to work.
In my veins, I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stop.
Hey everybody, here we go again. Today we're going to start working on those the back side of that fender. Got a couple little things to do to get it fitting properly, and then I need to put the quarter panel on so I can make sure it's right. After that, I'm going to start working on the patch that I have for the filler panel and see how far we can get. It's Saturday, it's got a little cold today, and it's been a long week, so I'm pretty tired, even though it's first thing in the morning. This week has wore on me, but gotta be grinding, always be grinding. All right, let's get to it. So we got it all tack welded in place. So I put the quarter on and I got this fit where I wanted, and I just got some tacks to fit it in. I didn't tack it all the way. The bottom is still loose, but it's fit to where it needs to be. I did that just in case I need to flex. Same thing on this front one. I cleaned up the metal a little bit, but I need to clean up the metal more before I put some real welds on here. But this whole bottom part isn't welded in. I just got it tacked in here at the top. That way I have some flexibility down here at the bottom. That way when I put the quarter back on, I can just flex it. And then once everything's in, I'll probably go back and weld that all in place. So, but yeah, that's pretty much where I am right now. Yet again, I still got to make a patch right here to go behind this piece, but that one, is a little easier to do. So, but hey, making progress, slowly but surely. See that nice curve? Everything is sitting very nicely, so a lot of work left to do, but back on to other parts. week, so I'm just going to get this couple little things done. So I got this welded in. I cleaned it up, got some zinc primer on there, you know, your weld through primer, and welded it in real quick, smoothed it out a little bit, but I need to get my flap disc out and smooth a couple of the welds out. And of course, if you did not see a little bit earlier, I also got the wheel well tacked in place after, you know, putting the quarter back on and making sure I test fit it. So just gonna call it a day for now and go relax and come back hard tomorrow and get a whole lot done, I hope. We'll see. Later. All right, we're out here again today. I'm about to get back to work. I've got to do some cleanup here and cut this hole out where my speaker mounts on the inside and reinforce it. So I'm gonna get to work on that. Probably clean up this wheel well some to get it, one, ready for welding, and two, to kind of get some rust encapsulator on this top area. I'll try to get that all worked out as well. So, you know, gonna do a lot of cleanup, a little bit of cutting, and, you know, a few other little things to go with it. So let's get to it. All right, got a good day's of work in. Got a lot of things cleaned up. I got weld through primer all over the place now, but I cleaned the edges of a lot of this stuff to get all the sharp edges off of it, especially in places like here where I've did a lot of cutting and patching. I did the rail sides for the quarters, cleaned those all up. They're not covered in weld through primer because I'm going to try a spot welder that I bought for those. So hopefully I can prevent having big issues and, you know, really just having to go through and grind welds down. Cleaned up the wheel well in this side area. Still got to coat it, do a few other things, but got this panel down to bare metal and then weld through primer. Went ahead and got all the tail panel stuff well grinded down and bare metal and then coated, and as well as the corner extensions. I went ahead and got those fit right and, you know, where they need to be welded on. So I mean, it's still going to be a lot more fitment and stuff before I go ahead and start welding, but starting to get all the metal ready for welding. So, but that's going to be a day. Catch you guys later. Hey, we're back out here, and I've been really focusing on getting things prepped for welding. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip the camera around, and we're going to show you what's going on. So I've pretty much got everything now coated. Everything has weld through primer on it, ready to go. I've got a rust encapsulator where it needs to go on the inside of here, and I mean, obviously this doesn't look as well, but that's because, you know, there's a lot of overspray and so on the old rust encapsulator. So I went ahead and got all these rails rust encapsulated. I found out that my spot welder should be able to weld through those. So there's a couple little spots I'm going to have to deal with, but got the back panel, same thing. I've got rust encapsulator all on there, and then I got my zinc coat for the weld through primer everywhere. Same thing over here, rust encapsulator and weld through primer. Even got the weld through primer there. Went ahead and grinded down all the spots that I needed. You know, I got all these places where rust encapsulator, I'm sorry, not rust encapsulator, but weld through primer was previously bare metal. So everything's been coated and ready to be welded on, put back together. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into this week's episode. We got a lot of work done, got a lot of the metal cleaned up, all the holes punched on the panels and ready for welding. We got to start reassembling now, so we have to get everything in order. I got rust encapsulator all over the car in the spots that are going to be covered by the panels. That way, you know, I don't have to try to reach back in there and do that. So that's all it is too. I mean, we got to put everything back together, then start test fitting everything again and get it, then start welding. So as always, like, comment, share, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping out.